a change of plan, because I was worrying about our terrible form after our 4-0 defeat to Liverpool. I thought I might change the tactics or go a bit more defensive and we'll experiment for the Arsenal game, and that didn't work either because we got battered there as well. Aubameyang got 2, no, he got 3, Bernardeschi got 1, Raul Jimenez got 1 back for us, but it wasn't enough. And then, getting absolutely battered by Liverpool, mainly in the first half, which leaves us rock bottom of the Premier League, which just about makes me the worst manager ever, probably. I mean, I've had 10 new signings. Well, we've got 2 more new signings that I'll introduce you to in a bit. We've had 10 signings over the course of this transfer window, which should have bolstered the squad by quite a way. But if anything, we've got worse. And whether it's just down to my bad management, it probably is, or the players not settling, I don't know. But it's just not going for us at the moment. We just cannot. I mean, 18 goals conceded already after 5 games. That is embarrassing. 5 to United, 4 to Arsenal, Liverpool and Brighton, and then we got the draw against Leeds. That is embarrassing. We're playing Aston Villa today, who are down there. They're still struggling, which is kind of why I've picked this game, because I feel like this is our first possibly winnable fixture since maybe the Leeds game, and I want to see if we can actually give them a game and produce a result, because my god, do we need one. But before we get into any of that, I do have a couple of new signings to introduce you to. Now, these signings are both on loan because I couldn't really afford to shell out any more in the transfer budget. So the first guy we got in is Alfredo Morelos. Rangers fans will know him very, very well. He's very good, but he does have a bit of a temper. So that's something I've got to work on. Composure of 5, concentration of 8, not the greatest, but I do feel like his technical stats outweigh everything else. Finishing, first touch, very good. Can take a penalty, very good technique. Mentally, aggression, I mean, it's a little bit too high for my liking, but you know, we'll see how it works out. Anticipation 16, very determined, works hard off the ball, which is going to be very, very important because we will be doing a lot of pressing, high work rate and all that kind of stuff. Decent physicals as well, good strength, but apart from that, nothing outstanding. But I do feel that he's going to be a very vital asset to our squad, providing he doesn't get sent off about 4 or 5 times a season like he normally does with Rangers. And then the other guy that we signed is Daniel Podence, on loan from Wolves for the season. Now it says he's going to play on the left. I'm probably mainly going to play him on the right or through the middle, potentially. But yeah, he's probably going to be mainly on the right. Dribbling, first touch, very good. Crossing is decent as well. Good technique. Passes the ball well too. Mentally, he's a little bit in and out. I'm going to be honest, for a 25-year-old, you'd expect a little bit better. Composure, concentration, all of these aren't quite at the standard I want them to be, but I'm kind of hoping that his technical stats and his physical stats outweigh that kind of stuff. I mean, he is only a loan deal, so it's not like we're taking a full-on punt on him, but I am hoping that his technical stats will come to the fore. He's quite a flair player, works hard off the ball, got good work rate as well. Physicals, again, a little bit inconsistent, but mainly on the whole they are pretty good. So he will cause a threat on that right hand side, which you've got to hope that he has the end product to go with it. Just one departure to tell you about. Paul Dummett's gone on loan to Brentford. I have Renan Lodi and Jamal Lewis already, so there's no real point in keeping Paul Dummett around. I was hoping to sell him. I did have him transfer listed, but nobody wanted him on a permanent deal, so I had to loan him out in the end. So he's gone to Brentford. Whether he'll get in front of Rico Henry, I don't know, but that's his problem, not mine. So that concludes our transfer dealings for this summer. So yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 signings. So that's virtually a whole team, and we're bottom of the league, which is really embarrassing, but hopefully that turns around today. So without any further ado, let's get into the Aston Villa game and see if we can actually put in a decent performance. This is the team that we are going to go with. We've gone to a back position that we can have a greater deal of effect on this game. That sentence didn't really make any sense, but whatever. So here's the teams. We got Reina in goal, a back three of Cher, Tar and Chalatasar at the back, Mallow and Renan Lodi as the wing backs, which might suit Lodi. He's got that licence to go forward a little bit more. Basuma and Saliso as a midfield two. Basuma's going to play as the deep line playmaker with a defensive role, and Thiago Almada just in front of them as the advanced playmaker, and then Alfredo Morelos makes his full debut up front alongside Raul Jimenez. I've got Callum Wilson on the... No, I haven't. Callum Wilson's injured. I've got Joel Linton on the bench, so when you need a goal. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, if we get battered again today, then we have got serious problems, and I can't anticipate this save going for much longer. I'm gonna point finger, and I'm gonna say we're all sick and tired of getting bad results, so go out there and change it. How can you not be G'd up by that? Say, go out there, we need to dominate midfield here. I know you're capable, and I'm gonna go attackers. I'm looking to you to give us an edge. Oh, he's unsure. Oh, great. But you're a substitute, Ryan, so you don't need to inflict your doubt onto all the rest of the team, do you? Aston Villa going with a standard 4-3-3. Pretty much the team you'd expect. Salih Zakaria from whoever he plays for. Don't like that table. But let's see if we go. I mean, minus 15, that is way worse than anything else. We've had 4 thrashings in 5 games this year. It's just depressing. Right, let's see if we can change that today. Aston Villa got the first chance of the game, headed away, but it goes to no one. That's the problem. We need more players forward from defensive corners. Conso with the ball in, and McGinn. Oh my days, right, this is not a good start. Aston Villa having too much of the ball for my liking. Okay, Almada with a free kick. Oh, off the bar. Jonathan Tah. That rhymes. Out to Almada again. Almada takes it out wide, and I don't know where the ball went then. But we haven't got it, so who cares? Right, let's change that to Aston. It must just default to the away team. Let's go Aston Villa stats, keep an eye on them. Honestly, if I could just take a point from this game, I'd be happy with that. It's been 25 minutes and we haven't conceded a goal. Like, that is proper progress. That's what I like to see. But Aston Villa have dominated the shot count, 9 shots to 5. As we tick towards half time, it hasn't been a particularly interesting game, to be honest, but we're still in it. That's what matters. Okay, shot flies over the bar. Is that going to be a corner? It is, just before half time. Buendia, I was going to say Grealish then. That's so FM21. Heads away, and that should be half time. A pretty boring first half, but boring is fine by me, as long as we're not losing. Into the dressing room, I'm going to say, Joe, I'm pretty pleased. I'm going to say pump fists. I'm going to say I'm proud of everyone's effort so far. Keep going, we could win this. So we've got a few nervous players out there, maybe. Could have calmed them down a little bit. I'm just wondering at what point. I assume he's giving the ball back as some sort of sporting gesture, otherwise that was pathetic. I'm just wondering at what point do we try and be a bit more proactive and try and push forward a bit. Basuma intercepts. His Chalatasar giving it straight away. Ridiculous. Shah's miscontrolled it. Now it's Leon Bailey. We make a rod for our own backs here. It's pathetic defending. Somehow get it clear, but what am I supposed to do? I might have to pitch my Lascelles back in. And I unregistered Kieran Clark. I can't use him until January, even if I wanted to. So I'm not convinced that we've actually made improvements. Almada with a ball in, Chalatasar straight at Emi Martinez. But we're still 0-0, still heading for a point as it stands, but definitely defensive lapses that we need to eradicate. Twanzebe. Oh god. is not good. Just get it clear. Twanzebe plays it into Buendia. I've got a bad feeling about this. Twanzebe knocks it in. Back to Leon Bailey, John McGinn. Surely one of them has to score. Somehow they don't. Twanzebe blocked. I tell you what, I'll give the defenders credit. They have done pretty well today. And Chalatasar's on a 6.1. I'm not convinced I made a good signing by bringing him in. I'm really not convinced. I am going to take Lodi off. He's on a yellow card. I'm going to bring Jamal Lewis on. I was debating whether to take Chalatasar off, but to be honest, I don't think there's much point in doing that just yet. I think what I might do is bring Willock on for Taliso just for a bit more energy in the middle of the park. See if he can get us further up the pitch. 10 minutes to go, and nothing has happened in the last 15 minutes. I'm not going to change it too much. We got one more substitution to make. I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to leave it for a few minutes. I might have to try and use it to kind of run the clock down, maybe. It's what I think I might do. I might go really defensive. Actually, no, Jimenez was the one that was tied, wasn't he? I'm going to take Jimenez off. I'm going to put Shelby on. And I'm going to move Basuma there. Ultra defensive, I know, but I really do want that point. I'm really sorry, I know this hasn't been the most interesting game in the entire world, but if we get a point, I won't care. But we got to see out these final few seconds. There's an end of game highlight. That is not a good thing on this year's game. Jacob Ramsey plays the ball back. Oh, thank God for that. Full time, we have got a point. We've got a point. It was the most boring game ever. I don't care. We got a point. That is something to build towards. We still haven't won a game. But you know what? I'm gonna say, I have to sympathise with you all. It was one of those days. They did well today. Given that they've been thrashed in their last 3 games, they did fairly well. They got a little achievement there as well. But can you go away? Because I want to send my assistant. I've really got to turn those off. There we go. We got 2 points. We're still bottom of the table. Newcastle hold Aston Villa to draw. Yay, Newcastle are on a run of 6 league games without a win and find themselves off the pace. Newcastle are yet to win at home in the league this season. Yeah, thank you for that. That's great. So yeah, we are still bottom of the league. It's still us and Watford that are yet to win a game. Hopefully that changes sometime soon. There are a few teams that have joined us in the double figures club now for goals against, which is nice of them. But yeah, 18 goals conceded, but at least none of those were today. Leicester had a poor start to the season. They want to get a move on. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I know, like I said, it wasn't the most exhilarating game ever, but it was really important that we got a result, and we got the result today. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is we will press on a little bit with the season, because I feel like we need to get a bit of a move on now. So we'll probably come back for either Leicester or maybe Crystal Palace. We will see. It'll be sort of end of October, start of November time, because I feel like we do need to get a bit of a move on now and start pressing forward. So that will be, it'll either be Leicester or Palace next time. But that is it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like on there for me. If you're new around here and you like what you see, why not get subscribed so that you can be notified of future videos and streams. And I think that is pretty much it. So thank you once again. Take care, stay safe,